So hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we'll be talking about Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 2 and Theory. This is just a part of the theory. If you guys want to see the other video, be sure to look in the description. So in this video we're going to talk about Fortnite live event theory of Frenzy Farm burning. So Frenzy Farm will probably burn to the ground, and I will show you some of the proof that maybe that's gonna happen. Also, I will talk about some mysterious locations where something might happen very soon. And I will show you this Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 secret you probably didn't know about. I will reveal who is this woman in this picture with Brutus. But before we get into that, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So for this video, I challenge you to watch this video until the end, only pausing one time. Let's see how many of you guys actually managed to do that. So in my previous Fortnite theory video, I was talking about the loading screens and how the loading screens are very important to the story. So usually Fortnite gives us a clue in the loading screen. And the loading screens in this season were pretty interesting, to be honest, and they were kind of mysterious. So if we go Chapter 2 Season 2, you will see a lot of loading screens. But not all of these have some clues. There are some clues to some of the loading screens, and some of them don't really make sense, which is normal. Not all loading screens have to make sense. But in my previous video, I was talking about the Farmer Steel and how everyone forgot about this guy. And actually some of the other YouTubers already taken my theory and made videos about it. On this picture, we can see Farmer Steel looking very angry, carrying a pitchfork, and he is also carrying boogie bombs. In the background, we can see that Frenzy Farms is getting destroyed, and you know, he is very pissed about it. In his description of the loading screen, it says reap what you sow. Well, if you look at his skin, on the skin it says they trampled his corn and now they're gonna pay. So Farmer Steel is definitely gonna be a huge factor, maybe in the next season or maybe in the end of Chapter 2 Season 2. So my theory is that Farmer Steel is definitely the keeper of the vault. So the keeper of the vault is one character that will keep the vault safe. In previous seasons we had Singularity. If you guys remember, back then we can see Singularity's helmet on the table. So that's why I think he is the keeper of the vault. He is carrying a vaulted item, which are the boogie bombs. So another reason I think Farmer Steel is the keeper of the vault is this symbol on his stomach. Well, to the first glance, maybe it doesn't seem like anything, but if you look at it very closely, it really looks like a vault. Even if you compare it to a vault, you will see that it has similar numbers of these pins or whatever you call them around. So the vault has 8 and he has 8 as well. So that's why I think he is very much connected with the vault. So maybe some of you guys are going to look at this and you're going to be like, well, it's a loading screen, but it really matters because of this next thing. So if we go to the Travis Scott loading screen, we will see the Astro Thunder. But if we go full screen on it, we will see, of course, Travis Scott, Astro Jack on both sides. So if we look at the Astro Jack on the right, we will see the map of Fortnite, yeah, the current map of Fortnite. But if we look very closely where Frenzy Farm should be located, we can see that it's kind of reddish in color, which probably means that it's gonna be burned down. Now if we go back to the Farmer Steel one, we can see, yeah, it's definitely getting burned. So I think this story about Frenzy Farm burning, it's gonna continue in Season 3. And that's gonna probably be the main storyline of Season 3. Now I gotta introduce you to one more thing. So in the files, people have found this symbol, and this symbol is very interesting. So my theory is that maybe it's the symbol of a secret organization. But also what I found out is that symbol was kind of familiar. And even though it's not completely like it, there is a similar symbol in the game. So there is one skin that definitely has a similar symbol to this one, and that is the Anarchy Agent. So if we see the Anarchy Agent's picture, we can definitely see that on his chest there is a symbol like this. It is a bit larger, of course, but I think it is that symbol we are talking about. So Anarchy Agent will probably have something to do with burning of Frenzy Farm. So what I believe would happen in the end of the season, as I said in one of my previous videos, I do recommend you guys watch it. It's very, very good. So this is what I believe will happen with this storyline. I believe Peely and the secret agents are gonna defeat Midas, and after they defeat Midas, Shadow and Ghost are gonna be destroyed. After Shadow and Ghost get destroyed, there's gonna be a new organization which will probably be the agency. So I believe there's going to be a new form of agency, and that agency will be the good guys, and on the bad guys we will have the anarchy agents. So what about the anarchy agents, you might ask? I believe maybe what's going to happen is we're going to get some parts of the old map back, and when they bring that parts back, the agents from that ultimate parallel universe are gonna come with them, and those people are evil, those people are crazy, and those people will be the anarchy agents. So we will see who's gonna be the leader of them, so that's probably gonna be a new storyline, but that is my belief what's gonna happen. Now where will this happen? Now if we look at the Travis Scott, so we can definitely see that anarchy is getting destroyed. There's also a little lake over here. I'm not sure if this is a lake or a mistake. That's the rhyme. There is one thing that's very interesting about this whole situation, and that is that this area over here, the area on the right, and this bottom area are all fogged down. Well, there is something very interesting about this, and you guys are probably thinking like, what can be interesting about that? Well, to me it is, because I went to those areas so many times in searching for this loading screen. And go to chapter 2 season 2, and in that you will see this loading screen, which is going to be the Meowscleteers, and on it, if you go full screen, we will see 3 locations: this location, and this location. Seems something familiar? Well, yeah, those are the blurred area on the head of the Astro Jack skin in the loading screen I showed you before. Are you guys enjoying the video? Well, let me know down in the comments, and also be sure to like and subscribe with post notifications on. Now let's go back to the video. So I have to do this in Photoshop so I can show you guys properly. So first we have the map, alright? So this is the normal map we have currently, and this is the map from the loading screen. So now if we put the original map and then we put the other map on top of it, we will see the 3 locations of the change. So what will happen to these places? What I do believe is this place is probably going to be the new location of the agency. Why is that? Because I talked in one of my previous videos, if you go on this location right over here in Retail Row, you will see in the back of the shop, you will see a picture of the agency. But that agency is not the same agency that we had. That is a different version of the agency. So let's go to all of these places and let's check it out. First I'm gonna go on the bottom place, and then I'm gonna go on the right, and then on the top. So if we go to that exact location, we will see that that is the location of this truck, and that is the location of this previous base that was here. So in the first location we're gonna see these bombs, and these bombs are very familiar to me because when I was searching about that redacted place, so those bombs were very familiar to me. And where did I see them before? Well, over here. And where is this? Next to the redacted place. So right next to the redacted place, these bombs are located. Let me know if you guys saw these bombs around the map, because I'm really interested to know if they're around the map. Also, one more thing which is pretty interesting, and that's these cars. I think these cars are from the members of this place. So I believe whoever is inside of this is using these cars. So the second location would be in this area over here. In this area we only have this lonely chair, but in this area we can see that someone was camping underneath it. We have a camping site. We also have this car, which is the same style of the car like we saw in front of that redacted place. So maybe it has a connection with it. I'm not sure. So there's something definitely fishy around that. So around this area, there's also, of course, dirty docks. And there's also this, which it kind of looks very weird. And that is like I'm not sure if this is like a cat eye, Maybe I'm just tripping, but this really reminds me like of an eye. I'm not sure if this is gonna have anything to do with it, but let me know, what do you guys think? Does this remind you of an eye? It's very close to that location where they said. So the last location is a bit big, so we're just gonna look around, and over here we see cops, you know, chasing this guy. So we do not know who was here. There is no signs of any clues inside the vehicle, but there is one more interesting thing that connects every location, and that is this car. So I do believe Frenzy Farm is going to be destroyed, maybe on the end of this season or on the beginning of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. So, you know, we will definitely see about that, but I think there are too many things that collide. So that's why I believe this theory is definitely going to happen. Anarchy agents are coming and they are gonna destroy this area, and then probably we will get 3 new locations. So what do you guys think about this whole map thing? Do you think something will happen on it? Because it's really weird that we actually have it on the loading screen. Now let's go for the Brutus story. Well, if we go into this one, we can see a picture of Brutus with an unknown skin. So this skin, I thought this skin was Rue, or whatever her name is, but there is Brutus with an unknown skin. So by the picture we can definitely see that this is probably Paradise Palms, or somewhere in that area where the desert of the map was. So probably Brutus was alive back then. But who is this mysterious skin? At first I thought it's gonna be Rue, the skin that has been released like in the previous weeks, but I'm not sure about it. As you can definitely see that this skin has something on her leg, like a knee pad. You know, that's the first difference between that one. Maybe that is Brutus's wife, but you can definitely see that this is a reference from season 1. So maybe we will have another city added, like Paradise Palms, you know? And for you guys that watched until now, I'm gonna tell you who this woman is. So the female skin in the picture is actually your mom. I'm joking. All right. For real now. The skin in the picture is actually Journey versus Hazard. So this was the first skin we got in Chapter 1. So how do I know that it's her? First clue is definitely the pose. Her pose is identical to the one from the picture. The second thing is definitely the knee pad. On one of her legs, she wears a knee pad. And you can also see a knee pad on the Journey versus Hazard skin. So what does this information tell us? Well, it actually tells us a lot. First, it tells us that the Brutus skin and the Journey versus Hazard skin were definitely in Chapter 1. If not, it maybe tells us of the future. Maybe some of the areas of the desert map will be in this season, because behind them it's definitely a desert. Second thing it tells us is they are probably husband and wife. They must be very close to take a picture like that. And the third thing, which is the most interesting thing about the whole picture, it actually tells us a very valuable information, and that is that the Journey versus Hazard skin was a double agent. So you guys remember that Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer? Well, take a look at it now. You can see that in the moment when she gets the order, she leaves, putting them in a very bad situation. Maybe she even wanted to do that. Maybe she wanted to eliminate them. So all along, she was a double agent. And some people might say, well, the second version of her was the Hazard skin. But you can actually see that in the trailer, she is wearing that Journey skin, which will probably confirm my theory that Peely is definitely a double agent. If you guys didn't watch that video, be sure to watch it in the description, or just click on the annotations and you will have the video there. So can you guys believe that that skin is actually her? I worked really hard on finding out that it's her, so be sure to like and subscribe right now. And if you guys want to see this picture, it's gonna be in Retail Row, in the back of Retail Row. Just go and you will see a shadow shop. Go into the shadow shop and there you will find this picture. So yeah. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see what's gonna happen, and if you guys have your theories about these things I've talked about, let me know down in the comments. So yeah, so subscribe to the channel with the bell on, be sure to like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.